insurance can be defined, if we want to really break it down to the simpler terms, as a contract between a policy holder, someone who comes in to buy a policy, and an insurance company, where the insurance company promises to pay a specified sum or amount of money in exchange for premium upon the death or incapacitation, or if an insured event happens to this person who has chosen to insure. So when you're dealing with life insurance, we're talking about what you call a subject matter of insurance is your life. And the risks that we look at when talking about life insurance could be death. And so the other risk that is looked at in life insurance is incapacitation. This can be caused by either being involved in an accident. So a life insurance company is meant to come up with products, or what you would call solutions, to customers that speak to the different stages of life. The stages of life we can look at could be four. There are those who are young, meaning you're below 18. Then you can look at someone who is married, or single or married without children. Then you look at those that are married but with young children. Then there are those with children who are old enough, and then retirement. And so the life products that a life insurance company like ourselves, CIC, come up with should cater for different stages of life. Based on that background then, as CIC Life, Africa Life Assurance, we have quite a range of products. And so looking at the first stage, and we have an education policy, and that's when I introduce you to our CIC Academia product. CIC Academia product is our product for education. And the whole understanding is there's a time when you can ably work and pay for your children's school fees. But there's a time that we all do not want to anticipate, but might come, where your children are in a certain stage of life or class, and yet you can no longer pay for their school fees. Or you are here today, but you want to pay to take your children to a very good university in the next 15, 20 years. So CIC has a product that we call Academia, and this is what it does. You can choose to come up with a certain amount of money that you can put aside on a monthly basis, so that it looks at how you're going to pay for your children's school fees when that time comes at a certain stage. It could be university, it could be an institution of higher learning. What makes it unique, probably from other products that are on the market? Number one, CS Academia can allow you to change the child that you had bought for this product, and the reasons could be one or two. Number two, that is very critical, or that makes our Academia stand out, is that in case the person paying, you who is paying for this child, this Academia product, passes on before you even reach the anticipated stage, we give 50% of what you had anticipated to save to the next of kin, so that it helps them go through the next set of years until when that time comes, and then we pay the full benefits plus the bonuses that I would have accrued. That makes it unique as well. And then the last really unique bit about our Academia is that we give you flexibility. You can choose an option where we pay at the time of paying out, we pay you on an annual basis, or we can pay you on a termly basis, call it semester if it's at university. So those three to us make it such a unique product. Have you ever thought of what people go through when we pass on, the people we leave behind? How they suffer, for lack of a better word, with our burial arrangements. It is common practice in this world, or this part of the world, to see pieces of paper flying in offices where people are writing condolence messages. At CIC, we thought that no, this can be sorted, and so we came up with what we call the Alpha and Omega product. Now, Alpha and Omega is a last expenses cover policy or product. We're saying that if you buy our CIC Alpha and Omega, you are assured of a decent burial. At a minimum fee of starting with 35,000, you are assured of burial expenses of up to 2.8 million. At a minimum fee of 75,000, you are assured of burial expenses of up to 5.6 million. And at a minimum fee of 100,000, you are assured of burial expenses or payouts of up to 8.4 million. That we call either VIP or VVIP. But this is the other bit to it. This alpha and omega of us, you can buy a policy for yourself as an individual. You can take an option of yourself, immediate family, that's your wife or spouse and children, at least up to 4 biological children. You could have an option where it's yourself, the spouse, children, and your in-laws. In the spirit of keeping tabs with what our customers want and innovation, as CIC Africa Life Assurance won't sit back but come up with products that continuously speak to our markets and our clients. So in 2023, we now launched what we called our signature project, and it's something that we launched on the 14th of February 2023 as a Valentine's gift to our beloved customers, what we call the CIC Kameza plan, Tuwezewa Kameza. You know, our sisters, aunties, and relatives have literally come up with a word that has now is to every man's challenge, Kameza. How does it work? How does CIC Kameza work? So it's also a last expenses cover. It's a funeral cover. But we're saying what makes it unique from others, including the alpha and omega. If someone passes on, we not only give a burial expense, but also reach out to the family at least for 3 consecutive months with a specified amount of money that we call Kameza. So Tuwezewa Kameza literally comes from that sort of arrangement.